Yo guys, I'm here to talk about Subnautica 2 today. So it's early access, so we have to give them the benefit of the doubt, so we have to let things slide. But there's plenty of early access games that play a little bit better than this one does. So yes, I just want to talk about a few things. I really like it so far. I think it's really cool. It obviously feels like Subnautica. It has its issues. Some of them, I don't know how they didn't check these things to make sure this didn't happen. So, first of all, I want to complain big time style about the hostility of this planet. You cannot do anything in this planet without being attacked by some kind of fish. You can't do anything without being under attack. And the annoying thing is, you have no way to defend yourself. This is what's so annoying and mostly what fueled this video. You have absolutely no way to defend yourself against this hostile planet. There's nowhere really you can make a base. There's a PDA on a rock at the start and it says this is a fine spot. So it's like this, the game telling you this is the one place you can definitely build and not be under attack. So we built a base and we put our tadpoles in the base, and constantly this fecking bastard hammerhead son of a bitch keeps coming over. Sometimes it just floats there in the water and stares at the tadpoles, just eyes them up and inserts its dominance. But sometimes it will attack your tadpoles in your base. So we moved the base over to this PDA that said this is a fine spot. It's like, this must be the game's way of saying this is safe here to build. You can't build anywhere in this game. There's always something that finds your base, sniffs it out and attacks it or hangs around it like a little shit. So there's not really any way you can build in this game. There's always some sort of fish that just doesn't appreciate the fact you've put a base in its zone. So we moved the base and we moved all our lockers and everything, and we built the moon pool and started to get our vehicles over. Right away, there was a bloody hammerhead. I think they're called hammerheads. Right at our vehicles, giving it the eye, and it fins its little frills or out. It's like, can you stop giving us sass? We moved it away from the area you obviously didn't want us to be, and we moved it to this apparently safe area. But no, right away, they came over to let us know that they weren't happy that we put our tadpoles in this parent zone. So I'm sick and tired of the constantly being wildlife that has to just be very unhappy with you being there. Just hostile wildlife everywhere you turn, and it doesn't take long before it gets right on your tits because you can't do anything. You can't get out of the tadpole to look around at an area. There's these bloody great big things like what they are, shark type thing that has to come over. These little fecking streamlined skinny little bastards that are vicious AF and open their mouths just constantly around all the time. You can't park your tadpole anywhere safe. They always find it and locate it and give it sass and look at it. Go away. Fuck off. So this is a problem, and the thing I hate about it, and the other two Subnautica games, you had a knife and you could stab them in the face when they came too close and they would swim off and get the hint. The thing is, the wildlife in that got the hint very quickly and buggered off and left you. And even though they were aggressive, they kind of kept their space a bit and didn't harass you too much. So it didn't seem too terrible. But this, they constantly harass you and you have nothing but a gun, a sonic boom balloonku. I don't know what the hell the gun's called. Shockwave pulse sonic something. You can hit them with it, but it just makes them swim off and then they come back in no time. They've probably told their friends and their family as well that you've done this. Now everybody's got you've got a target on your head to have big big time style. This gun does fuck all to these creatures. They don't even give a shit about. Some of them, I was shooting one. It was one of those long fucking things with the open mouth, tiny thing, but it's vicious AF. Had its mouth out. I was shooting it with a gun and it's just ignoring me. It's so infuriating because you had a knife you could hit them with in the other two games and they would get the hint, and if they didn't, you could kill them with this knife, but you can't do anything against the wildlife at the moment in this game. So it's absolutely infuriating that you can't fight back against them and they're constantly there giving you shit. You can't even equip anything onto your tadpole to give them a shock. No, not a controlled shock, not allowed. So you have no way of getting rid of these assholes other than shoot them with the gun, and it does nothing. They swim off, but they're back before you know it and giving you shit again. So that's a problem. This needs fixing. What the fuck did they go ahead with? Let's put you in this planet where all the wildlife, other than the cute little, I love the clown crabs, aren't they cute? Just the eyes coming out of the coming out of the weeds. What's that? Delightful pair of eyes coming out of the weeds. Amazing. Other than this and a couple of other fish, everything else just attacks you all the time. So the fact they didn't give you a way to defend yourself, especially the fact we moved our base and no, they sniffed out our bloody vehicles and gave them shit again, and we can't do nothing about it but call them names, swear at them and shoot them with this gun we like to think does something. You can shoot them up to the surface, these bastards, these hammerheads, and shoot them out of the water and then they go flying miles away. I don't know if it's a bug or deliberate, but you can shoot them out of the water and the minute they leave the water they go flying miles. It's hilarious, but then they're back again. Not even this gets rid of them. So that's my main rant. What the fuck is this? Can't hurt the creatures even though they want to hurt you all the time. You can't do fuck all, including make a base in a place other than near the pod. That's the only place you can make a base, near the pod. That's it. Everywhere else, you get harassed by the wildlife. Whose idea was it not to put a weapon in it? Give us a fucking dagger. You did in the other games. But you could kill them with it. It was great. I felt bad about killing the wildlife. I didn't want to. That's how unaggressive they were compared to these. Like, they attacked you, but they knew when to fuck off. These constantly are there in your face. You're so slow. They're so slow. They're just so slow. I don't even remember the other characters in the other Subnautica games being this slow. But when you're trying to evade from an enemy that's constantly there, they're so slow. You can make advanced flippers, but I don't think they feel any faster. A little bit, but not much. You get a wave maker, which is like this game's Sea Glide. I don't think they're as good as the Sea. They just don't feel fast at all. I don't know whether it's just me, but the Sea Glide, I was constantly on it. I could nip around all over the place, and it felt like I was actually moving quite fast on it. These, I just don't think they feel like they make you go very fast at all. So this is already a downgrade. They look really cool and I love the idea of them being gloves that you wear, but they don't seem very fast. It might just be me, but they don't seem fast compared to the Sea Glide. And that's what you need them to be. You need them to be fast, get you out of danger, get you away from shits that want to fight you all the time. But no, I just don't think they're very effective at all. The flippers, like I say, just don't seem to speed you up that much. These wake makers don't seem to speed you up that much. So the speed needs to be tweaked because it's not fucking okay. If you're not going to give us something to protect ourselves with, at least give us something that makes us move quicker than a fucking snail with a hangover, please. Thank you very much. So these are great. So they look fine, don't they? Oh, look, I got my arms out. Till you play it in multiplayer and you see the other person and they're just like this. It's like really stiff. That's another thing I need to work on. It's early access, but they need to work on the animations, the way that the characters look. At the moment, there's literally no animations on the characters, so they just stare into the void. Constantly staring straight ahead into the void. They don't blink, they don't move their faces, they they breathe slightly. That's what they do. They breathe slightly and their feet move backward forward when they're stood up. It's so weird, isn't it? Not even the feet lock in place. So they're constantly on the move, but in a way that doesn't make them look alive. So this is what I hope they fix in the future. I hope they put a little bit of animation into the characters and animate it a little bit nicer. When it's first person, it doesn't matter. the animations look fine. But when you're looking at a person, which you couldn't do before, doing these things, it looks really weird. Like, they're just stiff like this. So I hope they work on this. It's just a pet peeve that they look like corpses that don't animate very well at the moment. And I hope they fix this, because animations are important. They make the character look alive, and how you animate them, I think, is really important. And at the minute, they're stiff corpses of people that float backwards and forwards on the floor. Like, when they turn as well, they don't, I'm sure they used to be animated better. Like, when you look down when you're swimming through the ocean, like, they used to be like really like this. Their flippers used to move kind of like this. Really nice, but now they move like this, and I don't like it much. They used to move like really, when you look at the flippers in Below Zero in the first one, it's like this. It's aquatic and smooth and tranquil and really nice actually, but it's like this in this, and I don't like it. I think it's not as nice. So this is just pet peeve. The animations are just a little bit odd now, and then when you see them outside of you, they're very strange indeed. So yes. So there's an early access wall, which they're all is. This was where we was really losing our shit, honestly, because this was obviously not tested really fully. Because how did they let this happen? This was incredibly stressful and annoying. So there's a red wall that comes up in all early access games. You cannot go past this until the finished game. So there's a red wall, but it's a weird shape. It kind of curves. It really interferes with the actual terrain you can go in. It like really is intrusive AF. It comes right in to where you're kind of really playing around. Like, it's not outside like swim, what's this way, oh, red wall. It's kind of in where you need to be, where you're swimming around and collecting shit in this alien region, which is, you thought the first zone was scary and dangerous. This alien place it's just not a joke, guys. This is a fucking terrible place to be, especially when you cannot defend yourself. It's cool as fuck. I love this area, but it's so dangerous. But yes, there's a red wall which you cannot pass because you shall not pass. This is early access, but it's really intrusively placed in amongst stuff you need to do. So it's really easy to go over the wall, even though it tells you not to. In my opinion, it should stop you crossing it totally. It should be like a solid wall and you cannot cross it at all. But no, they've allowed you to cross it. And there's this really fucking big, crazily weird Leviathan thing that comes and gets you if you're in there for too long, and it's like, what the fuck is this? It's so weird. So yes, this is the direction they've gone with this red early access wall. Put it quite close to stuff you need to do so you can go over it quite easy. Sometimes you don't mean to, you've just gone over it, it's appeared and you've gone over it. You can get out of it quite fast again. We ended up inside of it. I can't remember why or how and why we were in it for so long. It's a blur, to be honest. All I remember is we was in the red wall, the thing came and killed Marcus's pod and it locked him in a screen. He couldn't move, he couldn't open his inventory, he couldn't do anything but sit there and wait for his oxygen to run out. So he was stuck in this screen with his vehicle broken inside the red wall. Like I said, I can't remember how we got in there. We didn't plan, let's go into the red wall and see what happens. No, something had happened and we'd ended up in there to a point the thing had come and killed him. So I had to come at the speed of a fucking snail, because honestly, they're so slow. You've got to move where you can do a sprint, which helps, but then you have to wait for it to charge up again. So I was having to get from our base in the starting area over to the alien zone. I didn't have my tadpole because it was trapped over in the alien zone. I died there, so my stuff was somewhere. That's another thing they have to work on. You don't know where the fuck your stuff is when you die. You can hear it bleeping when you get close to it, but you have no marker telling you where you died. So So you have to just swim around the area you think you died in and hope you find your tiny little tic-tac sized coffin with your stuff in it. But he was stuck in this screen. It had locked him in the screen. He could not react to anything. He just had to drown. I think even that didn't work. But yes, so this is a problem. They allow you to go into the red wall instead of just locking it so you can't go in by accident. And luckily I've got his pod repaired and could get it out, but our stuff was stuck in this red wall basically. I think mine was outside, but his stuff, his bloody tadpole shit, was inside of the red wall. The place you cannot go because you get instant killed, like 2 minutes or so they give you to be in there before that comes. So this was a stupid frigging oversight. What happens if you die and your tadpole's trapped inside the wall? You're fucked basically, unless you're really quick, which is hard in this game because they're so fucking slow. Speed it up for fuck's sake. I can't believe it's placed in such a close proximity to stuff you need to do. So, one thing I really want them to improve on, I can't believe I still haven't done it. They now allow you to take from the lockers, which is great. You can craft from the lockers. About fucking time, honestly, because every other game of this genre is doing this, and it's a godsend. To be able to craft from the lockers and not have to get shit out of the lockers to be able to craft something. It's amazing, but you need to stack your fucking items, guys. The fact you still can't stack items really annoys me, because every other game of this genre, you can stack items. You can pick up 50 of one type of thing, and then you go onto a second block and pick up another 50 wood, for example. So you can have 100 wood in 2 blocks. This, it's 1 per fucking block, and I fucking hate it. Get with the times, guys. Make these things stack. Same with lockers. Doesn't stack in lockers. 1 slot per titanium. Is it just me that gets frustrated by the fact that you can't stack the items? You have to go out so often because your inventory is full of titanium that should have only taken up 1 slot in your inventory. Having a full inventory of 7 pieces of titanium is just stupid. Come on. Anyway, curtains. We're going to start on curtains. So I'm still salty about the fact that you can't have curtains in below zero, even though there's physical curtains hanging in the window. It's like all the fish can see me taking a shit and I can't do anything about it. Still salty that we can't have these fucking curtains that are clearly there in the game that exist. So unless they change it, this seems to have a similar problem. Can't seem to scan countertops no more. There's a countertop there, you can't scan it. Whether they change this in the future, I don't know, but at the moment you can't scan countertops, and there's these beautiful sofas. We need sofas. I had to make sofas with chairs together and it was shit, but this game actually has sofas in it, really nice leather ones that go around corners, but you can't scan them yet. I hope they change this and it's not another curtain situation where there's beautiful sofas that would make a living space really lovely, but you can't scan it even though it's in the game. I really hope they change this and you can finally get the sofas and the countertops, because I'm still salty about the fact we couldn't have fucking curtains even though they were in the fucking game, clearly hanging in the window. So many games do this. Small land, bathtubs and sink type things you can't fucking make even though they're there in the fucking game. I just don't get why it's in the game. They've modelled it as a decorative thing, but they don't let you have it. Still can't have the mugs, still cups floating around, can't have that. Can't put that in the kitchen. Allow us to have the sofas, that's all I ask, and stack your items and give us a knife to protect ourselves. Squiddy scary, but god damn it. This might be my personal opinion, but I think the Leviathan in this game is the scariest one so far. I absolutely fucking hate this squid thing. It's so scary. It doesn't help the fact the music that comes with it when it's chasing you is intense as fuck and scary as fuck also. It's really, really terrible. But this is so scary. Holy shit. I think this is scarier than the other Leviathans in the game. It just might be my opinion, but this is frightening as fuck to be in the ocean with. There's lots of bugs in it where you just get teleported back to the base. You're just out doing your thing. All of a sudden you're back at your base. Luckily it does bring your vehicle back with you, but you just teleport back to the base. Sometimes you get stuck on a screen. I couldn't move my belt, my items belt at one point. It locked down completely and I couldn't do anything. I was just stuck with a flare in my hand. I couldn't put it away. And I think sorted it. I was getting in my vehicle and then it was fine. Oh, the voice messages. Sometimes they go on for so long. When you're first playing it and you're overwhelmed, when you ain't got much air tanks or anything, you've got hardly any oxygen, you're trying to look round, all these things floating around, you're looking to see if you missed anything to scan, and they just talk for fucking ages. Somebody said, can you please be able to turn this off? Yes, I agree. Because sometimes, fuck me, do they go on forever speaking and you're not listening to them because you're trying not to die and you're trying to see if there's something you've missed. The two and below zero, I fucking could not care less about them. The two that are in love on the ship. Oh, he cooked me my favourite food and brought it to my quad. I don't fucking care. I'm a fucking Scrooge who doesn't like love. Will you stop talking about falling in love for half a fucking hour? It goes on forever, these messages between these two fucking people, these two lovebirds who've just discovered each other, falling in love. Just shut the fuck up. This adds nothing to the story. And I have to listen to you talking for fucking ages about it. Not just once. I think there's several different voice boxes of this couple that were supposed to feel something for. I don't fucking care. This is the same thing. I mean, some of the voice messages are fine, but often they go on too long. And at the moment, you can't turn them off. I think you could turn them off in below zero. Yeah, call storage. You want to shut the fuck up now so I can focus. So yes, they need to be able to turn this off. I don't know if there's a way, but I tried fiddling with buttons and they just didn't shut the fuck up no matter what I did. So this is a problem. I just sometimes don't want a half an hour fucking audio message, and sometimes it's not even important. Most of the time it's not important. It's just humans panicking about the situation or not knowing how to do this and that, and who's cheated at the traitor game this time. Bloody hell, it's Steve again. Steve's always cheating at traitor. I always fucking do it. I can't help it. It's the way I brought up. My dad was very competitive. I don't care. So just being able to turn them off. Look, shush, zip it. I'm fucking concentrating, trying not to drown. My fucking sea thing is being harassed by another fucking creature. For God, that I hid it really well. That's found it. Fucking found it. Bloody, he sniffed it out and found it. Look at this thing. This thing wasn't here before. Let me look at it. So yes, this is it. At the minute, I really, really hope they work on it really well and make it really great. Because at the minute, it's just a bit of a lackluster experience in my opinion. I like it, do not get me wrong. I really like it, especially the clown crabs. Yes, please, they're so sweet. They're constantly hungry and thirsty as well. I know you can turn this off, but I like it to be on because what's the point of cooking all the food if you can't eat it? There's no point to eat it. But it goes down too fast. I also saw a comment about this. It's too quick. It goes down too quickly. At the minute, there's no water maker. So you have to go around and find these snails to make water from. Scared little things that shake when you approach them, and I've got to turn it into a bottle of water. It's so tragic, isn't it? You can't hurt all the other creatures, but you can turn this shaky little snail creature that means no harm into a bottle of water. 3 or 4 bottles of water it takes to drink when you're really dehydrated, and it's not easy to make water because these snails start disappearing quite fast when you're clearing out the bottom of the ocean. At first there's thousands of them. Before you know it, you're like really searching for them. So yes, there's no efficient way to make water at the moment. Food, yes, you can make food really efficiently. So yes, this was a chat. I know it's early access. People are like, it's early access, give it some time, it's going to be able. There's so many early access games, guys, that don't have this many issues, are thought out a little bit better, and this has been in the works for a while. It should be just put together a little bit better. It's just buggy in a lot, like a monster grabbed me from inside a structure. I was in a structure trying to get down a ladder into the water. I couldn't make it work for some reason. All of a sudden I was outside the building in the jaws of one of those great big shark creatures that likes to harass my vehicle for absolutely no reason. Yes, it teleported me outside of the building into the mouth of this creature when I was inside of a building in dry, and I was just trying to get down a ladder into some water. I just really hope they work really on it and make it a very fleshed out, chunky game, because at the minute someone said that it feels like the map is smaller than the other games, but the amount of creatures in it are double or the same amount, so that's why there's hostility everywhere you look, because there's too many creatures for the area that's given. Anyway, gonna go. Yes, it just needs work. I know it's early access, but it should be a little bit more polished than it is at this moment. Never mind, hopefully they'll work on it and it'll be really great, because the other two games I think are really high quality, really great, and I love them. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and yes, see you later, and bye. Thanks for stopping in.